On today's vlog, the post was more about transparency along with me to go ahead and take my TEAS exam to get into nursing school. Not like a chunk of change for the study material, no, because I'm already coughing up a chunk of change to take the exam. 0.7 of a point. Hey guys, so I know I'm starting things off a little different today, but I thought I would take you guys along with me to go ahead and take my TEAS exam to get into nursing school. It's been quite a while into starting this whole process and to get into nursing school, and I'm just excited that we're finally on the road towards it. Back in January, I finished up on my prereqs. And even had my prereqs that I took back when I went to college first time around, and back in 2011 to 2015, I had those classes credited towards my classes now. So I didn't have a lot of prereqs to take. I only had like 4 to take. Right now I am taking 1 class, but that's more on the course within the nursing program. So I'm taking microbiology right now. And I would say since May, I have been studying my behind off to take this exam. I'll say studying, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I would say studying and then also procrastinating. I'm taking this exam because I am not a very big standardized test taker. I know my stuff. It's just once you sit me down, you throw a big test in front of me, I kind of just freeze up. So I'm hoping that does not happen today. Right now, I'm in the parking lot right now waiting. I'm like, what time is it? I'm like 45 minutes early. And my intention was to study. However, I left the house and left my little cheat sheet of the things that I needed to work on some more and understand some more. I left that on my bed. So I guess right now we're just chilling and just empty my mind, get all the nerves out before I sit in front of that computer for 4 hours. So the TEAS exams is kind of like, it really is kind of like the SATs, ACTs for nursing and to get into nursing. And I know it's a very new thing that started happening within like these past few years. Like there was never a TEAS exam before. So that's really what it is. And usually every nursing school is going to have you take some type of entrance exam, even if it's the TEAS exam or the HES exam. You're going to have to do something to get in. Now, I know there's a little sprinkle of schools that don't require you to take any type of entrance exams, and it might go off of your GPA and your grades and like your application. But majority of nursing programs are going to have you take a TEAS exam. So it's one of the big tests that you have to take for the nursing program. You have that, you have the TEAS, and all you have your ATIs while you're in the program. And then of course when you graduate, you're gonna have that NCLEX exam. That's the big bad one. Like, not bad in the sense of like, oh, bad, like that's the big one. That's the make or break. That's how you get licensed. So it's one of the many exams that we're gonna have to take in order to pursue my dream of becoming a nurse. So I just wanted to check in before I go in there and take that exam. But I will see you guys once I get out. Bye. So I am back from taking the TEAS exam, and I did not pass. And the whole drive home, I literally drove home in quietness because I was upset because things didn't go the way that I planned. Because of course you never want to fail. But I had to sit here and literally talk myself out of talking bad about me failing and beating myself up. And I really had to sit here and tell myself, like, girl, like, I missed it by 0.7 of a point. I missed it by one question. So the acceptance rate at my school is a 70%, and I missed it by 0.7 of a point. I was right there. And like I said, it probably was just one question, and I would have been there. So we just gotta keep going. I have to wait 60 days in order to try again. So December is the day that I am planning to retest and try again. But man, like, like you have these plans and you have everything planned out, and when they don't go to plan, you're just sitting here and you're just like, damn, what do I do now? Even though I know what I have to do now is just go back to the drawing board, study again, look at the areas that which were my lowest, and try to understand those a little bit more and do it all over again. But it's just like, damn. And I also had to tell myself too, like, just because we want something on our time, maybe God's time is different. So I'm taking it as maybe it's not my time yet. Like, we've been waiting to get into the nursing programs for so long. I want to say so long because there was a time period where I stepped away from nursing and I was a personal trainer, and I did that for 7 years. So that was like my main focus. So I want to say for so long, but I've been wanting to do nursing or be a nurse since I was little. And to actually be on that road right now, and it's like literally just a grasp away, like, like you can taste it, like, I think that's what just hurts the most. And it's just like, again, we just gotta pick ourselves up, dust the shoulders off, and try again. And I can't be upset at 0.7 of a point. 0.7 of a point. That's how much I missed it by. And then looking at the graph looking at the results, where it breaks down the graph, like my average was still higher than the national average and in all of the ADN programs in the nation. So I can't be mad at that. Like, that's still good. But it's just like, damn. Damn. And then I also had to tell myself, like, girl, we didn't pass my driver's test on the first try. We had to take it again to get my driver's license. So we're on that same boat. We got to take it again. And the second time around is going to be better. And that is something that I'm praying for, and we're speaking that into existence. Like, this second go around, when it comes to the ATITs, we are passing that. No doubt about it. So right now, at the moment, I am at Books A Million, because they have their own study guide, which was probably another reason why too, because the app that I was using was the Pocket Prep ATI Study Prep. And then when I sat down to go take the exam, I noticed like the styling of the questions and what they asked was completely different from what I was studying. And I'm just like, okay. All right. So I was like, nah, when we get back, try to look for their study guide material in the bookstore. If not, I might have to order it on Amazon. And I'm not coughing up like a chunk of change for the study material. No, because I'm already coughing up a chunk of change to take the exam. So we're not getting too crazy. But if I can just get the book to study from and do it like that, and also use their app as well, I feel like we'll be good for the next go around. So let's get into this bookstore and see what they got. So they actually do not have that study guide here. So I probably have to look online to find it. I'm looking for the ATIST study guide, and it's not here. So I made it back home, and like I said earlier, this post was more about transparency, because a lot of times when we're looking up YouTube videos on ways to study for the T's, we always see how we can pass on the first time. But how about the people who have to take it the second or the third time? You know? So I just want this video to go out to anybody who had to take it the second or third time, or in the process of taking it the second or third time, that stay the course. You know what I mean? We have a goal, we have a dream, we have a vision in our mind. And just because we didn't pass on the first time doesn't mean we're not going to get there. It's just going to take us a little extra step or two to make it there. But it doesn't mean that we have to quit. You know, we have to quit going for our goal. You know, just because it takes us a little longer doesn't mean that we're not going to get there. Because we're going to get there. You just got to keep pushing, keep striving, keep fighting, keep hustling, keep all the things going. Because I know me, if I have a goal in mind, I'm not going to stop until I get it. Hell, if it takes me until I get 50 years old to get my nursing degree, well, I'll wait till I'm 50. But I'm not going to let this stop me from achieving my goal, especially that I'm right here and I can see it and I can taste it and I can smell it. So, anybody that's on the same boat as me, keep striving. Don't give up. Lock it in. We have a goal. We got to keep moving forward. But I'm back home, and this will be the end of this quick little vlog. I hope you guys had an amazing day. I'm going to go relax after sitting down and looking at a computer screen for 4 hours. Bye, guys.